my philosophy around the whole data methodology or mindset is to not only look at solving a business issue with the data. Like, for example, a manager asks me how many employees do we have on a specific site, and then I go to the data and I get the answer and I give it to him. But also looking at the other side of it, starting with the data and looking at what type of information the data shows, and turning that into a storytelling mode for business to start looking or start questioning other types of questions. If you look at the attrition dashboard, in the bottom right corner there on the years of service and age by resignation, that graph shows us the last few years resignations within our sales area and what their age group was. Because that was one of the questions that came up within our HR management meeting, is to understand why people are leaving and who's leaving. So I've created that dashboard for them to show them that looking at the density of the dots, employees between the age of 35 to 40 with a tenure of between 8 to 10 years is identified as a flight risk. So yeah, what we did with that is we took that insights and we looked at our talent pipeline, and we've identified how many of our potential successes and talent management pool falls within that category. And yeah, that just gave us a little bit of understanding of what's the flight risk within our talent pool. This was a performance management report that I've sent out to the HR business partners and HR operations team for them to be able to see in a quick glance who still needs to submit their or complete their performance management reviews on the HRIS system, because we had a deadline of I think 2 weeks that every employee needs to go through the final performance management dialogues, and it needs to be captured on the system as well. So this is just to show how I was able to pull the data out of the system and translate it or put it in a template format for the HR business business partners to understand exactly who they need to go to as a manager in which department to be able to meet that deadline.
What would be your statement of proof? Let's say your pitch. What do you have to offer to the New Zealand employer?
Well, I think starting off, I have a bachelor's degree in business management and some additional education. And luckily, Sandvik found me as that guy that can do both things well. I'm a data guy. They promoted me there. I'm a technical guy, and I'm also a guy in management level. Yes, like I mentioned, I was blessed enough to be able to attend that junior management training course. And also I was the most junior individual within our group. With that said, also, I've learned through the process of support. I've learned through the process of implementing, collecting the data, and delivering on that data. And I've also learned in the process of applications of all the knowledge of the departments and helping them understand their data and building a story that's available with their data. I believe there's I want to say, a gap, so to speak, even if it's a small gap. It's difficult for people or for departments to stay on track with their data and to make decisions if the environment they working in is always changing. So yeah, I think there's always a gap between the data and the business. And then every department has these challenges. I can be center of the process, I can be support to the center. I can develop systems for the center. I can be within a department and support that department. I have competencies in all these things we've talked about previously. If it has to do with data and if it has to do with decision making, any department, any person, any issue, any company, it all depends on the size and the challenges and what data is available for solving those challenges.